I want to talk about something that doesn't often get named, but nearly everyone who's taken a break from drinking has definitely experienced: sober shaming. When I was getting into recovery, one of the things that I was most nervous about was how people would react. I built up this fear that everyone would just keep asking me, "Why aren't you drinking?" or look at me like I was boring, which was my biggest fear. And honestly, when I stopped, I realised something. The vast majority of people just don't care. Most people just get on with their night. I would say, "I'll have a Diet Coke," and they'd just say, "Cool." And there I was ready to tell my big story, which never came. But every now and then, you do get someone who's really curious about why you're not drinking. And sometimes that curiosity just comes from not understanding. And other times, it might be that that person is quietly questioning their own relationship with alcohol. But either way, it's not about you. It's about them trying to make sense of it. And I'll be honest, before I got sober, if someone wasn't drinking, I'd get really angry. I'd think, "If you want a soft drink, mate, go to Disneyland." But again, that reaction wasn't about them, it was about me. It brought up something I wasn't even close to being ready to look at yet. And that's why I try to approach this topic with compassion, because I've been on both sides of it. And if someone ever reacts with hostility or anger, that's usually a red flag. In my experience, those are often the same people who reach out later, quietly, privately, to ask for help. So how do we stop sober shaming? It starts with awareness. Those throwaway comments, "Go on, just have one," or "fun when you're sober." They might sound harmless, but they can make someone feel really small. And the one that I really hate: "I don't trust anyone who's teetotal." That's an awful thing to say to someone who's sober, because what you're really saying is, "I only trust people who drink like I do." It dismisses someone's personal choice, often one that's taken real courage, and it reinforces the idea that alcohol is a requirement for being genuine or trustworthy, and it's just not true. If your friend isn't drinking, join them for the sober night. If you're planning a get-together, check the place has decent alcohol-free options. And if you hear someone being pressured, step in. Even just changing the subject can make a big difference. Choosing not to drink shouldn't need an explanation, whether it's for one night, a month, or forever. It's a completely valid choice. And the more we treat it as normal, the easier it becomes for everyone. So next time you're out, just remember, a bit of empathy, a bit of awareness, and we can all help stop sober shaming together.